Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be servicing a Volvo XC70 before it hits its road trip. Let's get started here. So the first thing you want to do when you pull in the vehicle to the service stall, you basically want to check your wiper blades. So we're checking them right now. We're also going to do a visual inspection to make sure that the wiper blades are okay. If they're not, we're going to replace them. So the next thing you want to do is open up the hood. Once we open up the hood, we want to do a service on the vehicle. So of course, the first thing we want to look at is for the coolant level, if it's nice and high or low. Then we check your power steering fluid. And then here is the oil cap where we fill in the oil and our oil dipstick. Of course, you can't forget your washer fluid. Let's take a look at the oil. Even though we're going to do a service on this vehicle, we just want to get an idea how the oil on this vehicle is at this time. So the next step to do the service, we got to remove the oil. So the next thing we got to do is loosen up the drain plug and we'll let the oil come out. So the next thing we want to do is put a new oil drain plug gasket on our oil plug. Then from there, what we do, we tighten up our drain plug by hand. And once it's nice and tight and snug, the next thing we want to do is get a wrench and make sure it's nice and tight. As part of the service, it's very important to inspect your tires. As you can see here, we have the manufacturer spec for the correct PSI on your tires. Another way to look at your tires is to look at the stamp on the date. There's a code. As you can see here, we have 3418, which is week 34 of the year 2018. And from there, what we're going to do, we're going to check the tire thread. By doing that, we use the tire depth thread gauge. So we insert the tool, and as you can see, we have 10-30 seconds, which is not bad, pretty good. Another thing that's very important to take a look at is your brakes. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take a look at the brake head wear with this wear pad brake indicator tool. So as you can see here, we have different gauges. This gauge showing about 6mm, which is not bad. It's about 50% of the brake pad life. So they should be good for the road trip at this time. We are also going to replace the oil filter, part of the oil service. So what we're going to do here, we're going to replace the cartridge and the O-ring with the new one. Once we are done putting the oil filter, it's very important that we put the correct oil. So either you look at your manufacturer's manual or there should be a label underneath the hood telling you what type of oil your vehicle requires. So this vehicle requires castor oil. So we're going to put 530 weight and we're going to add 8.5 quarts of oil. The next step here is to add oil. As we're adding oil, please hit that subscribe button and give it a big thumbs up, please, for more videos like this. Thank you. So part of the service, we inspect the vehicle thoroughly to make sure it makes it to its destination on this road trip. We check the fluids, we check the tires, we check the brakes, we check the dry belt, and we check the underneath the carriage. Make sure that the axles, struts, suspension, everything's okay. This car should be able to make it to its destination in one piece without getting any trouble. So we are pretty much done here with the service. So the next thing I'm going to do here is replace the wiper blades. Many people assume that wiper blades are just for the rain, but no. Say there's mud, debris, or some bugs that sprayed in your windshield and you want to wash it with your sprayer, you want to make sure you have a nice set of wipers to wipe that stuff down. It's very important to have clean wipers, especially when you're driving at night. So the last step you want to do here is basically test drive the vehicle. When we go on a test drive, we want to hear any abnormal noises. We want to make sure the car drives nice and smooth and that the car drives straight and there's nothing going on with the alignment issues as well. Thank you once again for checking out my channel. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Now this Volvo XC70 should be ready for a road trip. Thank you once again. Till next time. Bye.